Oh yeah. All right. Week 4 is here, everybody. Let's get ready to get these rosters ready to go. We got some players they're looking like they're not gonna play today. So we got some outs, we got some ins, we got some game time decisions, which are always fun. Those are gosh, I hate game time decisions. More though, I hate questionable because like when you get questionable on like a Friday and they're still questionable on Saturday, it's like, dude, come on, just say like, are they in, they out? Like, don't say questionable.
So,
Show me what the trend is. But anyways,
coach,
so as
man,
what's up?
always some coach speak bullshit, man. Always.
Always, man. Like some of these coaches, you already know, like you can't believe a word they say. So with us as always, we got my man Slayton here. We got Mick hopping on a little later. Slayton, what's up, buddy? How all your props looking?
We're doing good, man. I'm having a great year so far. All of my leagues are kind of in the mix, but at the end of the day, I don't build my teams to be like the number one seed. I kind of build my teams on a floor a lot of the time. So I'm just looking to get into that top four, top six, make the playoffs, and anything's ready to go there, man. So doing really good. Best ball's going great. So man, like I'm ready for this season to really start to develop here because we're week 4 and we're staring down the barrel of some bye weeks and things are going to start getting wild, man.
Yeah, I think the first set of bye weeks is next week.
Next week, man, the Packers next week. It's killing me.
Yeah, dude, that's not going to be good for a lot of people because there's a lot of those players on rosters too.
Yeah. I'm in a couple of eliminator leagues that I have like Josh Jacobs and like a lot of these like players that I can't really afford to lose right now. So I'm like, oh boy, this is a mess.
Yeah, for sure, man. So we've got some already declared players that are going to be out,
Yep.
and so we're looking at just going down the list here of ones that we know for sure are out. We're looking at JJ McCarthy,
Mm-hmm.
Mike Evans, which is a big one. He's on a lot of rosters.
Yep.
Jaden Daniels, another one on a lot of rosters. That
And
hurts for me because I bought into the Jaden Daniels rookie hype.
and Terry too, man.
Yeah, yeah. To have both of those, that's not great for Washington.
Yeah.
Um, Tyrone Tracy. So guess who you're going to fire up this week? Say
That
it.
hey. Hell no.
Yeah,
Dude.
yeah. Mr. Helmet in the chest himself. So we're also looking at Xavier Leggett and Jatavion Sanders for the Panthers. So uh, you're probably not starting those players on your rosters, but if you have deeper benches, then you probably have them at least on there. Somebody who last year had a breakout, Alec Pierce, he's out this week. So that spells good for Adonai Mitchell if they need him, which they shouldn't need too much Adonai Mitchell, but he has come on this year. He's actually developed the way they wanted him to. So that's good. Um, Next, we have Michael Mayer, the tight end two for the Raiders. Now I know Brock Bowers is like the undisputed like reception leader for the Raiders, right? We all know that Brock Bowers you're firing up, no questions asked. But if you ever need like an authority, this is it right here because Michael Mayer is a good tight end for the Raiders. He is. So that's not something that you say like, oh, okay, Michael Mayer's playing. I guess I'm not playing Brock Bowers. Wrong. They both can eat. They run a lot of 12 personnel. Probably one of the biggest ones is CD Lamb.
Yeah, that one hurts, man. That one hurts real bad because a lot of people paid, 103, 104, 105 for him to have that go out and you really don't know if when he's going to come back and that type of stuff. It's not something you want to see. That's for sure.
Yeah. But so we have some game time decisions. A couple of them are a couple of them can be I wouldn't say aggravating. Now they started off. Jalen Warren was a game time decision. We already know Steelers are already playing. They're playing in Dublin, Ireland right now. He was declared out before the game started, so that's good. So if you were able to catch that notification, then you know, okay, we need to find a replacement. So I actually got a deep one for you right now. And honest opinion, let me know what you think about this. So this is a draft that I went running back late. So what a lot of people call zero RB.
Mm-hmm.
And I went ahead and took Jordan Mason and Jalen Warren late
Mm-hmm.
because I didn't really believe the hype and all Caleb Johnson and all that stuff like that. I think he's like maybe down the road, if at all. I went and picked up. I'm very light at running back in this league. I went and picked up Woody Marks with Damian Pierce being out and Nick Chubb just being old man running in sand. So, honest opinion, man, do you think I'm gonna be okay with that? You think I'll get at least like 8 to 10 points out of him? Hopefully 10. Hopefully.
Yeah, I don't hate it, to be honest with you. I really don't hate it. And, like, you could be a lot worse off. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
I really don't hate that pickup. And I think for, like, a nice flex as far as, like, I wouldn't go and, like, bet the farm on him. I still think he's more of a shaky flex, but someone that could be a spot start or somebody that could help you fill in bye weeks and that type of stuff, I definitely have some hopium in that.
Yeah. So, what are some players that you think are gonna surprise us this week?
Oh man, probably Green Bay wide receivers. I think they're going to have a big week this week. I really want to see Jackson Dart, man. I'm kind of excited for this. This is going to be a little bit of interesting, like it.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like a kid, like waiting on Christmas or something, man.
You and a lot of other people,
Yeah.
because Jackson Dart was like, honestly, I had him ranked a little higher than most people did out of the draft.
Yeah.
But I don't think so I don't think Jackson Dart's going to do good only because it's the Giants, not because of Jackson Dart.
Yeah.
I want to preface with that. It's not going to be Jackson Dart's fault, but I think you're going to see some pretty cool stuff and things that you're going to see out of Jackson Dart, and you're thinking, wow, this kid can be something if they get the right pieces around him. But after how they handled Saquon Barkley and how they handled Daniel Jones, like, because they literally said, "Oh, we're going to build around Daniel Jones," and what you do, you cut him. So I don't trust the Giants at all. But Jackson Dart is going to be interesting.
Well, my biggest thing with him is he has a rushing paralysis. Like he can get out and he can run the ball. He can, do a little bit of escaping and that type of stuff. So I feel pretty comfortable in starting him in some like super flex leagues, or like, if you're a Joe Burrow owner and you're bound to Jake Browning or something like that. I would much rather have Dart than Browning right now, to be honest with you, but that's just me. I think the rushing is going to be a lot higher than what people think. I think it's going to be more of an RPO type of offense out of the gate here, where it's going to be kind of first read and run type of deal. But, I think it's going to be interesting. It's just going to be a cool little wave. I think that he has the swagger there, him and Cam Scatterbo together coming into this. I think it's just going to be a super fun watch today. So that's somebody that I definitely have my eye on as well. Emeka Egbuka, I definitely think with Mike Evans being out, he's another one to look into. Granted, the defense that he's playing, I'm not super in love with the matchup, and Chris Godwin's back for what that's worth, but I don't think that's going to be much of a threat because he's still coming off of a major injury. So at least he's going to take a little bit of the coverage off of Emeka Egbuka. So I hope that frees him up for him to have a huge game today.
Yeah. So I'm just getting an alert. Calvin Austin was just taken off in an ambulance with his shoulder in a sling. So that's not good if you're a Calvin Austin owner. So, which Calvin Austin wasn't like your main guy. Like on the Steelers, you were going after DK Metcalf, but
is it Roman Wilson season?
Man, I don't know, dude, because Aaron Rodgers likes to play this favorites game with people, and clearly Calvin Austin was his guy. I wonder if maybe now Jonnu Smith might get the run on that.
Yeah,
I don't know, because Calvin Austin is kind of like, when I look at Calvin Austin, I think, okay, Calvin Austin, Josh Downs, Ladd McConkey, like they're all kind of the same type of player to me. Real shifty, like good hands. You can confidently throw them the ball and they're going to make something happen. But so anyways, let's look at our matchups, man. What's the first matchup you want to talk about?
I don't know. Throw one here.
All right, tell you what. So let's go with let's look at here. Our first matchup. Let's go with Commanders and Falcons. Okay. So looking at that, that's a noon game. We'll start with our noon games and we'll go down to 3:00. So Washington Falcons.
My initial thoughts are Falcons are going to run away with this game. You know, I think this is going to be a nice Drake London bounce back game type of deal.
Yeah.
Pretty close to the season. I mean, he's been serviceable, but not like to the extent that he should have been for the return of the capital that you put into him. You know, but at the same time, I think this will be a good get right game for that Falcons offense. Hopefully, as long as Penix doesn't choke it away. But I mean, hey, if Penix loses this game, do we start looking in the direction of Kirk Cousins, or is
yeah,
that show over? You know,
Kirk Cousins is like he's one of the better backups in the league. Like you already paid him. You might as well get your money's worth. The way I look at it, because Penix is there on a rookie deal, so he's not going anywhere.
Yeah. But I think it's going to be a nice get-right game. I would probably fire up Debo. I mean, that's the only option that you have in that offense to even make a difference. I think Bill is hurt or questionable something, and I don't want anything to do with that running back situation there.
Yeah.
I mean, Rodriguez is like a fucking open park type of deal. So, like, I think it's going to be a real sloppy affair for Washington.
Yeah.
It's going to be a rough game, but I think that if you have any of it offense, you're tops right now.
Yeah, for sure. So I agree with that. I think the Falcons are going to pull away with this one only because no Terry McLaurin, no Jaden Daniels, man. Like that's going to be hard for him.
There's your like
that is your passing game, and
like that's it.
Washington stupidly, and I said this at the time of the trade, they stupidly traded away Brian Robinson Jr. when you had I get believing in your rookie, fine, that's great, and you have an old man in the back, Austin Eckler, that dude. You know, at any given time, like it could be the end of the story for him. So why would they trade away Brian Robinson Jr.? Because right now you're looking like an idiot because you did that. You had a good, serviceable running back. He wasn't bad. I don't know why they did that. He wasn't bad. Like, yeah, okay, you can like JCM and still keep Brian Robinson. Brian Robinson was still on a rookie deal. You weren't paying him anything.
Yeah.
But I don't know. So, so I'm with you. The Falcons, I believe, are going to run away with this game. I don't see this being really close. But we might see a Kirk Cousins. If there's a pick or two, we might see Kirk Cousins in this game. So let's move to our next slate. The Saints and the Bills.
Bills are favored by like fucking 10.5 right now. I'm like, that's
stupid. They increased it. They're up. ESPN Bets has them at 15.5.
Lord have mercy, dude.
15.5. Like, so fire up all your Bills.
How do you not take that? Like, that's insane.
That's easy money. Bills over Saints, like a 15.5 spread right there. All right, so C. Russ, this is for everybody who doesn't know. This is my man Christian over from Titans Table for Two, part of the CPN network. They have a great show, him and his brother Andrew. So all things Titans over there. He asked, I have Worthy and Kelsey. Who should I start in the flex? So Worthy is projected to have a lot of yards today. But Worthy and Kelsey hasn't really looked like much. I think the Chiefs have to make a statement here, though, because a lot of people, they're getting a lot of hate because, like, oh, they're cooked, they're done. Like, I don't know. Who you going with in this, Worthy or Kelsey? Who do you think is going to get more love?
Man, like, I am so worried about that shoulder from Worthy. Like, I don't know if he's being rushed back. I don't know the full situation. And from what I've heard, that it was not a good injury and that he should be out for every bit of 4 to something weeks. And he's like a sling, if you will, to hold his shoulder together. But I feel like, you know, you're risking he go out there and take one big hit and then your fucking whole day's over and you've got 1 point for the day.
Yeah.
I
That's a tough one, man. Because like coming back from an injury, because this is his first game since week 1 where he got hurt like immediately, like as soon as the game started, pretty much.
My heart wants to say Worthy, but my head is telling me, hey, dude, like proceed with caution. Like if you're looking for floor amount of points, I would probably take Kelce because you know he's probably going to get his, you know, 4 or 5 targets, whatever he gets, and like, you know, probably 30, 40 yards and touchdown. So, I mean,
floor is definitely Kelce. Ceiling is definitely Worthy.
Yeah. But as far as being a bigger body receiver in the red zone, you want to look towards Kelce because he's going to be a little bit more of a big body presence there.
Yeah, especially against the Ravens, who the Ravens I think have probably the best safety tandem in the league right now with Kyle Hamilton and Malachi Starks.
They've looked terrible.
Ravens have not looked they have not looked like the normal Ravens.
For what the catalyst going into the season of seeing like all of these names that were on this defense to what they've put on film has been absolutely atrocious, dude.
Yeah.
Like, disgusting. And like I don't know if it's a defensive coordinator or it's just a bunch of new faces that aren't meshing yet or what the deal is, but I mean, they've given up the most points, I believe, and the most yards for every offense that they've played. Right up there with the Cowboys. And I'm like, that's just absolutely disgusting, you know?
Yeah.
For the names that are on that defense, they should be ashamed of what they are putting out on the field right now.
Would we have expected at the beginning of the season that the Ravens and the Chiefs would both start 1 and 2?
No. I definitely
This is crazy.
Would be a little bit further ahead. With the Chiefs, I just have not seen a prayer of light come from them, and I knew that they were going to be down to Worthy for the first part of the season, and that there would be some sort of oh Lord, I'm losing my mind.
A lot of information right now, so I get it.
Yeah, and then I'm trying to read the comment as well. And I'm like, you know, but no, they were going in there. I knew that there was going to be some sort of suspension for Rice in that offense. So I knew her offense wasn't going to click until later in the season, and I didn't know if it was going to be too late because Kelce did not look good last season. You know, Worthy was their kind of glimmer of hope there at the end of the season last year. But they just still have no passing weapons there in that offense. And like, I kind of had a feeling that this was coming. And, you know, like I was hoping that it wasn't going to go like this, but it kind of all came to a crashing halt with that injury to Worthy. And just like none of that offense. I mean, Pat Mahomes, on a real level, Pat Mahomes has more rushing yards than Lamar Jackson right now. And has more rushing than.
Well, that's because he's got to do it on his team. Nobody else will get it done.
They've got
Which is weird because we thought Mahomes and Kelce, that relationship would flourish forever. And here we are, week 4 of 2025. And it's like, dude, what's going on in Kansas City, man?
Yeah, and like I don't know if it's like a distraction on Travis Kelce's part. Like if it was like all the speculation, all the media, and all the bullshit with the relationship and everything else, if that's like finally coming to a head and it's showing that like, hey, dude, you need to focus more on your career than this, or if it's that like he's at the very end of his career and he's just checking out. He's like done.
Yeah.
I'm just collecting my check and fucking throwing it in, you know, for their last little bit.
Yeah, it's definitely something that we got to get going on. So let's see. Well, we got another comment here. All right. So Russ asks again, Alvin Kamara or Derrick Henry this week? So we just talked about Alvin Kamara is playing the Bills. All right. So already not great. And then, you know, we just talked about the Ravens. They're playing the Chiefs. Chiefs defense isn't great either. So what do you think is going to go on here? Do you think Alvin Kamara is just going to be the PPR monster, or you think Derrick Henry is just going to run all over the Chiefs?
Well, the usage for Alvin Kamara has been disgusting too. So, like, man, that was almost a coin flip for me. I'd probably lean Derrick just because he's, Derrick Henry. I think they're going to have a little bit more success against that Chiefs defense than Kamara going against the Bills defense. But I mean, it's to be determined. They've been throwing the ball to Olave quite a bit. I think Olave is trending like an absurd amount of targets for the season, like an absurd amount of receptions and like little to no yards.
Yeah. Like, I mean, Derrick Henry only has 41 carries on the season, which is insane. Like he should be in the 60s right now.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think a lot of that usage is going to short yardage plays to Olave that's like, no depth of target whatsoever. So, like, I don't know, man. Like, I would probably lean Derrick Henry just because it's Derrick Henry.
Yeah. And I'm with you on that because Kamara has more attempts than Derrick Henry. Kamara's got 50 rushing attempts.
Yeah.
But like half the yards and only 1 touchdown. And only 9 receptions so far this year. Like for Alvin Kamara, only 9 receptions?
Yeah.
So what are we doing? Like I'm not so confident in Alvin Kamara, man. Like I think the best thing for him would be get traded.
Everybody thinks that he's going to get traded somewhere.
There's no way he doesn't get traded. He's like their biggest trade asset other than Chris Olave right now. Because if I'm the Saints owner, like I know my team's horrible right now.
Yeah.
Like why am I gonna keep Kamara? And also Kamara's agent, bro, request a trade now, dude. Get ahead of the trade deadline where people are gonna be trying to get running backs for cheap. So I think you could probably go trade for Alvin Kamara right now and stash him like in Dynasty or even in redraft, man. Like if you have the space, like stash Kamara, because if you can go and give somebody something cheap, because you're probably not having to pay a lot for Alvin Kamara. The dude's only got you 35 points out of 3 games. That's not good.
Yeah.
So, but we'll see, man. Like I like Kellen Moore, but I don't think he's got the pieces to win. I don't think it's Kellen Moore's issue. I just think it's the talent that he's inherited because they haven't really built that team yet. So the Saints are a wait and see kind of situation. So great question there by C. Russ. So going to our next game here, we just talked about the Saints and the Bills. Let's go to the Browns and the Lions, man. What players are we thinking there? Because I mean, you talked about Jared Goff earlier. Touch on that. How are we thinking about what players are going to do well in this game?
I think that this is going to be a very interesting game in its own self because that Cleveland Browns defense is something to really pay attention to. They have shut down Saquon. They have shut down Derrick Henry. They have done a pretty damn good job of stopping the run. So I'm a little bit hesitant on both of the running backs for the Lions. And, at the same token, the Lions defense is pretty damn good too. So, like, I'm not in love with Judkins either. So I would probably look towards, if I had any of those, you would probably have to start your Amon-Ra St. Brown. You'd probably have to start your Laporta. And I think probably Laporta might be the big successor of all of this today.
Yeah.
Because I think that Denzel Ward is most definitely going to be all over ASB, and I don't know, maybe JMO might get some trot today, on some downfield stuff and try to pop off the defense, but I don't like the matchup at all for either of these guys, to be completely transparent. But you're going to have to start most of them just because it's your top end of your draft.
Yeah, for sure. Quinshon Judkins is somebody that we recommended people when we were doing our live drafts and all of our projections to go ahead and stash, like take him late, because some people weren't even drafting him, and he was somebody that you should have drafted, but take late and stash. Now that's paying off. So I think Quinshon Judkins is going to be a beneficiary here. The thing, like, he's not bad out of the backfield either. But we haven't seen much from him in the NFL. Like we didn't get any preseason, we didn't get any camp because he was dealing with his legal issues and stuff. So I think for the Browns, Quinshon Judkins is going to be a solid start for you. And so if that's somebody that you took late and maybe you have a little injury, maybe you're out Jaylen Warren or somebody like that, and now or Aaron Jones. Now here's your chance, Quinshon Judkins. But this might be the last time that you can buy Quinshon Judkins before his price is going to demand more. So right now he's still fairly cheap. But the Lions, you talked about the Browns defense just being solid.
Yeah, it's
solid. That dog pound, dog pound defense.
That defense,
but
something serious.
Yeah, it's not great. So Lions offense. All right. So obviously we like Amon-Ra St. Brown. Obviously we like Jahmyr Gibbs. David Montgomery had a massive week. So we like these guys. We like Sam Laporta. I think this is going to be a big game for Jared Goff because he's the one going to get the ball to those guys. So with as much pressure as Jared Goff is going to get, I think he's going to dump it off to Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery. I mean, he's going to find everybody. Like he's just going to find the open. He's going to find the open guy. All right. So that's not going to be a problem at all. I think you could fire up your top Lions performers here. I really do. So next matchup we have is Panthers Patriots. So this is going to be. You probably could take a nap during this game.
Yeah, that's a midday snoozer is what that is.
Yeah. Chuba's in. They declared him. He's playing. So everybody, Chuba Hubbard is playing.
Yeah, he's playing. I mean, the only person that I would probably fire up in that entire offense there is probably T-Mac. And then, yeah, like I'm not interested in any of Carolina's offense right now other than Tedero McMillan. Because, I like Hubbard, but at the same time, that defense that they're going against is pretty stout. And he's coming in injured already, like a last-minute call. So I'm still a little bit hesitant on that, if you will. But
yeah.
I think McMillan's going to see quite a bit of all of this.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so we got Mega Brick here. Full PPR format, sit one. Thank you for that, letting us know your scoring and everything. Jamar Chase, didn't think we'd ever be talking about this. Yeah. Jamar Chase, Quentin Johnson, or Chris Olave. Week 1, would you have expected us to say Jamar Chase or Quentin Johnson?
No.
What is this real life? Is this really the world we're living in right now? But it is, and that's the crazy thing. Quentin Johnson is, dude, he's come up. I mean, so much so we got him on the background here because he's just been a stud so far this year. I don't know, where are you going? Jamar Chase, of course, he's still Jamar Chase, but he's got Jake Browning now. So, but Quentin Johnson, I'm going to go ahead and scratch out Chris Olave. Is that safe to say against the Bills?
I mean, it's a coin flip between Jamar Chase and Olave. Johnson
as a starter or to cut?
To sit.
To sit. I'm sorry, I should have said sit, not cut. Yeah.
It really is a coin flip for me because Olave has gotten a whole bunch of senseless, like easy target, like no depth, nothing targets. And I have a feeling with them being down and they're projected to be down by 15 fucking points, dude, like they're going to have to throw that ball. And he is the recipient of that ball, And Jamar Chase. But Jamar Chase, I believe, has a stout defense to play and a terrible fucking quarterback. So
Jamar Chase is going to get Patrick Surtain. They're playing the Broncos. So
yeah, he's going to get Patrick Surtain.
This might be a T. Higgins game.
I don't want anything to do with that offense right now with Jake Browning being in there.
Yeah. It's not looking great at all for you. I'm going Quentin Johnson here because of Patrick Surtain. If it wasn't Patrick Surtain, then I would say Jamar Chase easily.
Yeah, you guys. Yeah, you.
Okay. All right, we got C. Russ has one. Another Jamar Chase. All right, so should I start Jamar Chase over Xavier Worthy this week? I'm saying yes.
Yeah, I would, but golly, that breaks my heart, dude.
I get it. I get it. But we cannot disrespect the talent of Jamar Chase over Xavier Worthy. Now, could Xavier Worthy go out and have like 2 deep touchdowns? Yes, 100% yes. But
start Worthy this week, man. I really can't.
You're going Worthy?
I said I can't.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you were.
I see that he can come out on the field and show that he can take a couple hits. Like, it really, like, I got to see him play before I can put any belief in Worthy right now.
Yeah.
Chase is going to have to be it. And, I mean, you drafted him 101, man. So, like, you're going to have to fire up your guy. You know, that it just is what it is.
Yeah. So, back to Panthers-Patriots until our next question comes in. So, who on the Panthers are we trusting this week against the Patriots?
Only. T-Mac only.
Only. Okay. I mean, for good reason. I mean, 14 receptions, 216 yards. I mean, him lighting it up or anything like that, but I mean, still, he's been their bright spot, right?
Yeah. And then as far as Patriots, man, like I guess Drake May.
So,
hear
me out on this. I think TreVeyon Henderson is actually going to have a breakout game. I think if there was one to have, this is one for TreVeyon Henderson. But the problem is they actually have to use TreVeyon Henderson the way he's been designed by God.
Yeah.
This man can do it all. He has the speed, the hands, the feet. Feed TreVeyon, man. Like, he's clearly the best player on your offense.
Well, the problem is he's been a liability pass blocking so far.
Thank you. 6-foot pigeons. Thank you. Let them know, JR. So if y'all don't know, so 6-foot pigeons, I don't know if you know about them, Slayton, or not, but dude, they put out some of the sickest beats on YouTube, TikTok. Their music's phenomenal. I love it. They always like do the live where you actually see them like making the music. Bro, if you love music, go check you out some 6-foot pigeons. You will not be disappointed. But yeah, TreVeyon Henderson, I'm gonna keep beating that drum, man. I'm gonna keep beating that. I'm just gonna slap them cheeks and say, hey, TreVeyon. The Patriots need to wake up and use that guy. Like, I like him more than I like Quinshon Judkins. Like, I thought I've been a fan of him since his freshman year at Ohio State.
Yeah.
So I'm a truther, bro. I'm a TreVeyon truther.
He's been getting demolished in the pass block for what he was supposed.
That ain't his game, though, bro.
His top skill coming out of college was be a pass blocker, and then he came in. He's been getting blown the fuck up and fumbling. That's why he's not staying on the field. I mean, if he could clean that up and start getting some fucking balls and man it up in the gap, I mean, I think he'll get some play time. You know,
man, outside of George Kittle, let's say outside of George Kittle, I ain't even gonna say Travis Kelce because he's always been a little soft too, and let's say Sam Laporta. Like, find me some players. Like, the tight ends have figured it out. Like, you don't want to be a good blocker. Not if you got hands. You don't want to be a good blocker. So I don't blame TreVeyon Henderson. I don't blame TreVeyon Henderson for not like being a good pass blocker, because you know what? I ain't trying to block, bro. I'm trying to catch. If I'm TreVeyon Henderson.
Yeah, but you want to be on the field more, don't you?
Yes. Yeah. That's the other side of that coin too. You got it. That's the other side.
Gotta block. You know, you gotta be that fucking guy. You know, it's not pick and choose when you want to do your job. You got to do your fucking job, man.
100%.
That's how it is. And, like, that's the reality of everything is like, yeah, you're not going to get in on those passing downs because you can't pass block.
Yeah.
So, like, if you're getting blown the fuck up and you're getting ran over, how am I supposed to have you do a quick block and then shut off and catch a dump off?
Yeah. No, you're right.
not going to get those passes.
Yeah,
So
you got to be able to get that chip. Like our next guy we're going to talk about in this next matchup. Your boy, Mr. Helmet and the shoulder pads right there in the chest. We got the Giants and the Chargers.
let's go.
Got your boy Scat Pack.
Fire him up, man. It's so hard not to get excited to watch this dude play. I mean, if anybody needs to be wearing a Guardian helmet, I would believe it would be him. But
Bro, he needs the neck roll and the Guardian cap.
Backer neck roll and all. You know, get him buck wild out here.
Yeah, I think we can go get him in the old Mike Allstott like neck roll. Get him one of those because that boy gonna need it because he's straight like crown of the helmet. He's a walking personal foul right there.
Everybody's been talking trash. Say he's like, oh, he's too small to wear 44. I'm like, that man runs like a 44. What you talking about?
Bro, runs hard. Y'all thought Isaiah Pacheco ran hard? This fool here runs hard.
Yeah, this dude's an absolute animal, and I love it.
Yeah. So Chargers against the Giants. We know the Giants. Russell Wilson's out. Jackson Dart's in. So the offense now is going to have to adjust a little bit. But this Chargers offense, dude.
Yeah.
They've been looking so sexy.
It's awesome. And the sad thing is like, you know, it's all came to the expense of Ladd McConkey.
Yeah. Ladd had such an amazing year, dude.
And it hurts, man, because, like, granted, I was right about a lot of my assumptions on Keenan Allen coming back and that type of stuff in best ball. Like, I took a lot of shares of Keenan Allen, of, you know, Quinshon Judkins and Trey Harris and all these other dudes, you know, knowing that, like, yeah, he's not just going to pepper one target. Like, he's going to open this offense up this year. And it's a lot different than what people think. You know, it's going to be a throwing offense this year. And that's basically what's happened. And he's looked phenomenal doing it. And, like, I just hats off to Justin, and because he's really shown that everybody's been doubting him. Everybody's been talking some mess the last couple of years. Like, you know, is he legitimate like we thought? And this year he's coming out and making statements. So that's going to be awesome. I mean, I have no hesitations firing up any of those Chargers wide receivers this week, barring I wouldn't start up like but
no, at least not yet. Trey Harris would have been a good guy if Keenan Allen wouldn't have come back.
Yeah. But, like, I mean, any of those wide receivers there, I'd be firing up this week with no hesitation.
Yeah.
Malik Neighbors, you know, I'd be firing him up. I'd probably fire up Wan'Dale Robinson because where the hell is he came from, you know? He's just been a absolute PPR leech.
Yeah.
So, like, just he's given.
I wonder if that's Russ just not being the beautiful deep ball Russ that we're used to seeing. You know what I mean? Because Russ used to have a nice deep ball, but now Russ looks ironically cooked. I mean, look, he had a big game with Malik Neighbors, week 2. I told everybody that was just a fluke. That wasn't real Russell Wilson. That's not going to happen. And here we are, week 4. He's benched. So, Titans table for 2 says Alec Ayomanor. Yeah. Oh boy, can we talk about some Alec Ayomanor? We just talked earlier about this rookie class. Like, I don't remember seeing such a tight. Now I'm not saying Alec Ayomanor is going to win Rookie of the Year, but like having the people to talk about for that.
Yeah.
Like outside of quarterbacks, like quarterbacks are always their own. They might as well be their own like section of Rookie of the Year and stuff like that, or anything, or even MVP, all that stuff. But Alec Ayomanor for the Titans, they're playing the Texans this week. Dude, I think he's going to be the only bright spot for the Titans, man.
Yeah, and Tony Pollard.
So my man's needs some more sleep. Who are you talking about?
Me? Did I?
More sleep? What are we talking about? Titans table for 2. These are your guys for all things Titans. C. Russ is the co-host on that show. So again, if you want to know anything about the Titans, go hit these guys up. Go subscribe to their channel on YouTube. Subscribe to ours first and then go over there. And then go talk to them, man. All things Titans. Pretty good team. They had me on last week. when we were talking about the preview show with Titans and the Colts. It was a good time, man. Those guys really know their football. A little delusional about the Oilers stuff, but they know Titans ball. They know what I'm talking about. Snipes keeps yawning. Slayton, wake up, dude. Wake up.
Hey,
gosh, look.
The
comment section blowing up. Yeah, we gotta get this man a coffee. Hey, y'all go and subscribe. Help him get a cup of coffee.
I need a fridge thing or something, man.
Yeah. So the Chargers, man, Amarion Hampton, Quentin Johnston, Justin Herbert. I mean, bro, the Chargers should eat here. Like, I honestly think they're gonna run away with this game.
Yeah.
So much so that we might see some second stringers.
I without a doubt, I'd be firing up all of those wide receivers. It's kind of written in the stars here that's kind of what's about to happen. And I hate to tell you guys that, but maybe it's a little bit of payback for calling me out on yawning there too. Guys,
maybe.
So I might sleep during that game. If I'm being honest with you, it's just gonna be a blowout.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be great. I mean, if you're a Chargers fan, obviously, like you go ahead and watch the game, but this shouldn't be great for the Giants. So I don't think there's much else to talk about that. Jackson Dart's going to be excited to see what tools, and we touched about this on the top of the show. It's going to be exciting to see what tools that Jackson Dart has in his arsenal to be able to bring to the table as far as being the future quarterback there. I know in rookie drafts, especially in Superflex, he was being taken pretty highly. A lot of people believed in him. Nobody believed in the Russell Wilson hype. Like, nobody. Yeah. So this is just another dumb thing by the Giants. But because of the Giants franchise, you're going to have to temper expectations because, look, they're not a great franchise right now. So on to our next matchup. We've got the defending world champions, Philadelphia Eagles, versus the Buccaneers. This, I think, should be a good game.
Yeah, this is probably going to be the one that I'd be tuning into today. I think it's going to be an all-out battle there. I think it's going to be a really good game. I hope that it's not going to be a defensive kind of fest, if you will, to where
just 3 and out. Like, come on, man. So let's see here. We got Oski Wow, Mark Andrews, or Zach Ertz with today's matchups. Okay. So let's go with it. Mark Andrews, Ravens, they're facing the Chiefs, right? Washington. So we talked about Washington before. So we got Washington facing the Falcons.
I would probably start up Ertz. If it was me, I would probably start up Ertz because all there is Deebo Samuels in that offense as far as the target. So he has shown that he wants to throw, or that offense has wanted to throw to Zach Ertz regardless of who's on the field. He was getting a lot of trot when Terry was on the field. So I would lean probably Zach Ertz if it was me.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. So, like, Mariota he's not that young buck, that was drafted to Tennessee anymore. He's filling in for Jaden Daniels today because let's keep in mind, Jaden Daniels is out. Terry McLaurin's out, just like you said. So I think Mariota's going to be looking for Zach Ertz early and often. So I know it sounds crazy. Isaiah Likely is back today. So let's not forget about that. Isaiah Likely is back. So that means Mark Andrews is going to be splitting tight end snaps. Okay. Whether or not they slowly integrate Isaiah Likely back in, that's neither here nor there. Bro, Slayton, I think you hit it. Zach Ertz. I'm looking at Zach Ertz to get over double-digit receptions today.
I pray. My best.
Yeah, if you're deep at tight end right now, or you're lacking, like, Zach Ertz is going to be a good spot start today. Like, listen, spot start, not start every week. Spot start.
But yeah, he definitely has a pretty good shot today.
Yeah. So thank you for that question, man. So we're saying go with Zach Ertz because of the high reception projection today. So back to our Eagles and Buccaneers. So
Egbuka.
So much so we got the man on the background right here. All right, we got Igbokwe. He's looking great. Thanks, fellas. I'll go with Zach Ertz. For my other leagues, do I go with Kelsey over Ertz since Kelsey pop off in big matchups? What do you think?
I mean, it's like kind of the same position, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if the Ravens defense want to show up and, you know, that secondary is going to lock down some stuff, I mean, Kelsey would probably be the one that they're going to hone in on, knowing that Worthy is not 100%. So yeah. I would probably stick with Ertz as well on that son.
Yeah, Kelsey just hasn't done enough for me this season. I mean, he's only got 10 receptions, man. I don't like that.
On raw numbers for the season, Ertz has had a better season.
Mm-hmm. He has. The only thing that worries me about Kelsey is, one, his target count is low. He's only got 17 targets on the season. Like there used to be games where he would get that in a game. Mm-hmm. So Kelsey only having 17 targets on a season, only catching 10 of them, by the way. Kelsey used to be money.
Yeah.
And he's only got 1 touchdown. This is not the same Travis Kelsey that we're used to. It's not. And I don't mean any disrespect to Travis Kelsey, but I don't think his heart's in the game anymore.
No.
Last year, same thing. Like, it's ever since he started with Taylor Swift, and look, there's our Taylor Swift mention, so we can put it in the description. But ever since he started with Taylor Swift, he hasn't looked the same, man. But I'm going with Zach Ertz just for the reason that we told you before. The receptions, man. I see Zach Ertz getting double-digit receptions today. Receptions, not targets, receptions. So I think you confidently go Zach Ertz again in that league as well. Thank you for that. We enjoy that. So Eagles Bucks. So you said
Igbokwe for sure. I'd be firing up Bucky. You know, like, you're gonna have to fire up everybody that you have on this, because if it does come down to being an absolute barn burner, this game could get out of hand and go for, 60 points.
Yeah.
Both of those offense has that paralysis to be able to just turn this into an absolute track meet. So, I mean, I'm excited to see this game. This is probably the one that I'm most excited for today, to be honest with you. I think that one's going to be the highlight of my day as far as what I'm going to watch and that type of stuff. But, yeah, I mean, if you have any of those players, I'd be firing them up. I'm hoping that A.J. Brown continues with his little newfound romance again with Jalen. And we make this a ball game today.
Yeah, for sure. Man, Bucks. So I don't know. Something in my loins, man, says this is going to be a really good game for Jalen Hurts. I feel like Jalen Hurts is going to try and put this on his back.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I could be wrong on that. Baker Mayfield has looked awesome. Like, I feel like both these quarterbacks are going to come in here and have a point to prove. Like, Baker had a really good season last year, but I still feel like he's got enough doubters out there that he still's got that chip on his shoulder after being so highly touted with the Browns, and then them not knowing how to use them, just being idiots, and then going from different teams. So
the only way that I see that this all falls apart is that if Emeka Egbuka cannot break the coverage trying when he's X, because like right now, they're going to expect him to be that number one receiver there. And, like, the Eagles have some pretty good secondary. So, like, he's going to have his work cut out for him, and I think this is really going to be a true tell sign of, like, what this man is capable of doing. If he comes out here and just balls the hell out on the Eagles defense as a wide receiver one on this team, like, I think the dynamic of this whole entire offense is going to change.
Yeah, for sure. This is gonna be a good game. I think this is gonna be the game of the week right here. Not the Ravens Chiefs.
Chris Godwin, though. That is not somebody that I'm interested in at all.
Yeah, with him coming back, I definitely think he's going to play mostly decoy for Egbuka, and they're going to continue to try and get Egbuka some work. Robert Perez says start one full PPR. Thank you for that. Quentin Johnston, Devontae Smith, J.K. Dobbins. we're getting a lot of Quentin Johnston questions. This is really good for anybody, especially in Dynasty or keeper leagues, who was having faith in Quentin Johnston. So what are we thinking here? Quentin Johnston, Devontae Smith, or J.K. Dobbins in full PPR?
Is Dobbins playing Cincy?
Yes, because Chase is going to be covered by Surtain.
Okay, yeah. So am I sick to think that I want to have Dobbins in this lineup?
I don't think so at all.
I think that would be my vote there. Just to be completely transparent with you on that, like I think that Cincinnati's offense or that defense is absolutely atrocious. There is nothing going right for them right now, and like I really think that Dobbins is going to run them down. Without a doubt, I think there's going to be a lot of dink and dunk passes with him. I think Quentin Johnston would be my number two. Like, it's kind of a coin flip for me on that one as well.
Yeah.
It's between those two for sure for me. I'm not in love with Smitty against the Buccaneers, but I mean, I don't feel like you're going to have any issues as far as range of outcomes with either three of those guys. Like, I think they're all going to be fairly close to the same as far as range of outcomes. I think your highest, I want to say your highest floor play is going to be Dobbins, but your boomer bust is going to be QJ, for me, at least.
Yeah, QJ definitely is the boomer bust candidate here. Man, because of the matchup, Dobbins does look super, super juicy. I mean, that's that medium rare steak that you just want to take a bite of.
Yeah,
if we're saying the Bucks and the Eagles are going to be probably the game of the week, that's going to be a battle there. I think, man, this is a really tough one, Robert. This is a really tough one.
But I mean, plunder of spoils right now. So I mean, like, I wouldn't be upset with any of those guys that you had to start. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't feel bad regardless. Yeah. So that's kind of where I'm at. I mean, regardless of who you choose, you're going to be all right. But my two, like, I would probably go Dobbins first if you're looking for a floor play. But if you're looking for full upside and you're like, projected 20, 30 points below what the other person is, I'm throwing QJ.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Devonta Smith on this one, just because I think that AJ Brown is just going to get the coverage. I just feel like this is going to be a Devonta Smith game for me, but I mean, we can see. But yeah, so you're saying QJ or Dobbins?
Probably Dobbins for me.
Okay, all right, and then I'm saying Devonta Smith. So hopefully those explanations help you out, Robert. But yeah, so good luck in your matchup, buddy. Don't forget to go ahead and subscribe to get a free roster review. And then as we get to 200 and on and the channel keeps growing, we'll actually be doing giveaways and stuff. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Once we get to 100, everybody's going to be randomly drawn for a free roster review. So thank you for that, Robert. So next we got Bryce. Bryce says Chuba Hubbard or Quinshon Judkins in PPR.
Judkins.
Yeah. I'm Judkins on this one too. Judkins has just been looking really good, and bro, he's pretty much going to be their offense right now. We saw the Jerry Jeudy experiment last year, and it just hasn't been working out this year.
So somebody asked me who I was out on more.
You're welcome, Robert. We'll see you again, buddy.
And that was the person there. Jerry Jeudy, I have never been a fan of him, and like I will not draft him. And everybody's like, who'd you have faded more than QJ? I'm like, I'll tell you who I got faded more than QJ. It's damn Jerry Jeudy. Like, I have no.
C. Russ, should I snag Tyler Warren? James Conner injury crate. You should 100% snag Tyler Warren. I feel like you're trolling me here, bro, because you know I'm a Colts fan. But Colts fan aside, Tyler Warren is the future of this league at tight end. Like, how, from what we've seen in 3 weeks, bro, I mean, he's the best tight end in the league right now. So go get you some Tyler Warren, C. Russ, and you will reap the benefits. And I'll talk about how you won your championship. So Continuing to our next matchup. What is our next one here is going to be Titans-Texans. Can we just skip this one?
Yeah, we're good on that.
This is going to be disgusting. All right, so we got 4 minutes left until kickoff. Let's go through here. I'm gonna spit off some matchups and tell me who do you think are going to be the big winners there. We got Titans-Texans. Who do you think is going to be the biggest fantasy takeaway from that?
Titans-Texans. Nico Collins.
All right. Colts at Rams.
Colts at Rams. I think this is going to be an underrated game. I think you start up all of the offense of both teams. Yeah, I would be starting Warren. I'd be starting all of them. Mike Pittman, I think, is going to be kind of somebody to look out for this week. He's going to be one of those guys that Alec Pierce is out. So, I mean, he's going to probably get another bit of share of that offense. He's looked great on his depth of target and all that type of stuff. So I would definitely be interested in that for sure. But yeah,
okay.
Both of those offenses I think are going to be fun to watch this week. So fire them both up.
All right. Next we've got Jaguars 49ers. Who is going to be the biggest fantasy takeaway from this?
Ricky P. I think Ricky P probably is going to be the star. I think I found out why we're having so many problems there in Jacksonville. I think Shane Waldron is like one of their coaches for their offense. The same guy that was in Chicago last year that was absolute dog shit that everybody and now he's down there and BGJ can't catch a ball. Travis Hunter, that whole offense looks in shambles.
Yeah.
So, I think Ricky P is going to have a pretty good day. Christian McCaffrey is going to have a great day. I don't have anything to do. Maybe ETN would probably be my side one there.
All right, 2 minutes left until kickoff. Let's burn through these. But before we do, don't forget, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Be entered for a chance to get a free roster review and help you win some championships. All right, so next matchup, Ravens Chiefs. Give me one.
Ravens Chiefs. Let's go. Zay Flowers.
Zay Flowers. All right. Bears Raiders.
Raiders.
And Bears Raiders. Yeah, Bears and Raiders.
Odunze.
Odunze. I like that. Packers Cowboys.
All of the wide receivers for.
Oh, all right. All the Packers receivers. And we see the Steelers went ahead and beat the Vikings 24-21. And we got Monday night, Jets Dolphins.
Jets Dolphins. I'm going to sleep.
I think that's fair. I think that's going to be a Tyreek Hill game on that one.
It's going to be a Tyreek Hill game there and a G-Dub. So
yeah. Last but not least, Bengals Broncos.
Bengals Broncos. Cortland Sutton and J.K. Dobbins.
Okay. Heck yeah.
Maybe they might get a little cute with some Troy Franklin, but we'll see.
All right. Who's what's your hot take for the week?
Hot take for the week. I could see the Giants getting a dub this week.
Who wins? Titans, Texans. They're both 0-3.
Titans, Texans. Texans.
I go Texans. Hot take for the week. Let's go with Saints beating the Bills.
That's fucking hot.
That's scorching. That's hellfire scorching right there. So, so if you're still in, don't forget, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Once we get to 100, we will be giving away a free roster review live on the show. So that way you can have it, show all your league mates, let them know, hey, this is why I'm so much better than you, because I subscribe to Kingmaker Sports and I listen to Slayton, Mick, and Justin.
Hey,
so remember, what's up?
Rams smacked that ass this week. Let's go.
We'll all right.
Yeah.
Bet. All right. Let's see. They say it's gonna be the first real game for the Colts. So still a lot of doubters out there. We'll see. My prediction for the team for the game, before I let you go, because I know you're a Rams fan. My prediction was 24-21, Colts over Rams.
I think it's going to be around that range. I was thinking.
But you think Rams side though?
Yeah, I was thinking 27-24.
Okay. All right. Wait, you know what? We'll see. You know, Slayton's the Rams guy. And I know Mick's out there in California, so I think he's a Rams guy too, maybe. And I'm a Colts guy, so we'll see. But for everybody here at Kingmaker Sports, please go like and subscribe down there, so that way you can be entered for a chance to win that free roster review, and for future giveaways and drawings and stuff like that. So thank you very much for joining us. I hope everybody wins their matchups this week, and we will see you Tuesday night at 9:30 p.m. Central Standard Time when we review week 4 and get ready for week 5. Good luck, everybody.
Win your weeks, boys.